Begin afresh every morning with brushstrokes of God's love. Devotional thoughts for women.
A pleasant good morning. Our devotion for today, April the 3rd, is entitled Permanent Suffering is Optional. Our scripture reading is taken from Psalm 34 verse 18. The Lord is near to those who have a broken heart and saves such as have a contrite spirit. Pain is the natural response for every human being to a loss. However, when temporary pain becomes permanent suffering, either by our own choice or by the inability to see beyond it, or as a result of not having allowed ourselves to grieve, we get stuck in that state and hurt ourselves. Although punctual pain is unavoidable, permanent suffering is optional. Experts assert that temporary pain generated by certain circumstances in life is inevitable, but permanent suffering is optional. Through pain, we grow, learn, and change our weakness into strength. Actually, the fact that we notice that transformation in ourselves should produce a certain kind of joy within us. When we feel temporary pain, our internal being groans, "Lord, please help me as I go through this trial." And the Lord indeed helps us. When we experience permanent suffering, our internal voice screams, "Lord, why are you allowing this happening to me?" But God isn't the one who causes permanent suffering in human beings. It was our choice to turn from the plans He had for us, and I believe that in His goodness and in spite of our decision, He is with us, strengthening and leading us in the midst of pain so we can grow. Whoever is reading this devotional, like me, feels vulnerable, weak, and many times hopeless when confronted with trials. That's why I want to remind you of the wonderful promises God has for us, His daughters. Don't you feel God's presence? The Lord is near to those who have a broken heart and save such as have a contrite spirit. Psalm 34:18. Don't base your relationship with God on your emotions. Base it on the intellectual certainty that He is by your side, true and though perhaps you don't feel it. I know by experience what it is like to spend a sleepless night crying inconsolably over something or someone. When that happens, remember God's promise. Weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning. Psalm 35. The everlasting morning is drawing near, when crying will cease forever, and grievances will melt into oblivion. If pain is preying on your heart right now, claim God's promise. Take courage and don't give up. God is with you. The Lord is near to those who have a broken heart and saves such as have a contrite spirit. Psalm 34:18.